Hello and welcome to Books of Blood. My name is John, and today I've got a review of Clementine's Awakening, and this is by Jennifer Sosi, or Susie. I'm not sure how to pronounce her last name, and I don't want to butcher it too badly. Anyway, this was sent to me by Silver Shamrock Publishing in exchange for an honest review. This is one of my first reads for the beginning of Women in Horror Month, which is running all out throughout February. I got a little late starting on it, but I'm here. So I'm going to try to tell what this book's about without doing the whole reading the synopsis thing. Anyway, it's about this girl. Of course, her name is Clementine. She's 19 years old, and she just got her first job at this pub in Savannah, Georgia. It's called O'Hara's, all right? Now, there is no real O'Hara's in Savannah. You'll see if you read the afterword of the book, you'll see that it doesn't exist. So anyway, she's kind of one of these girls where she's kind of got the odds stacked against her to begin with. She's 19 years old. It's her first job. She basically comes from a completely white trash family. Her mom's an addict, cares more about where her next fix is going to come from, or where her next bottle of booze is going to come from, than about the well-being of her daughter. In other words, her mom is a complete piece of work. She brings home these skeezy-looking guys and stuff. So this girl's wanting to get away from that, all right? So she's trying to get her own independence going on, all right, okay? So anyway, one night she's downstairs and she hears, she's downstairs in the basement of the pub, of the bar or whatever. It's like a restaurant. Like, I don't know, you can kind of compare it to Chili's or something like that, like a grilling bar or something like that. Anyway, she's down there and she hears this whimpering. And next thing you know, she sees the ghost of this young 14-year-old black girl named Rosemary. And the two of them become friends. And what Rosemary does is she kind of looks out for Clementine. Okay, so like if somebody starts making fun of Clementine a little too much, or just does something to kind of disrespect her, Rosemary will play like these little pranks on them, just harmless little pranks, and Clementine loves it, and she loves doing it for Clementine and stuff. But then all of a sudden, the pranks start to turn a little bit more ugly and a little bit more deadly, all right? And so then you find out that because Rosemary has come back and she's been playing these pranks, the gentleman, well, use that term loosely, the man that murdered her when she was a 14-year-old girl is back now. And he wants possession of Clementine. All right? So throughout the book, they got to figure out a way to get rid of this guy. His name's Deadeye Abernathy. And he's called Deadeye because he's got like a cloudy eye and stuff. All right? Anyway, also adding on to that, Clementine meets this fella by the name of Henry. Henry is the musician for hire at the bar at O'Hara's, and they fall in love. And she tells him what's going on with her and the ghost and everything. So he's there for her also. But essentially, the book is about how she becomes friends with Rosemary and how she then encounters this Deadeye Abernathy ghost, and how they've got to figure out a way to get rid of this thing. What's bad about it, though, is she's got to not only contend with her mother after she's been gotten out of rehab, comes back looking for money, looking for a handout and stuff. She's also got to contend with the owner of the bar and wanting to use this whole thing, because in Savannah there's a lot of ghost tours and stuff, so he wants to use this as a way to get more customers in. So they don't want to get rid of this Deadeye Abernathy guy, even though he's a complete pain in the butt and is just wreaking havoc throughout this bar. They want to use it to make more money, so she's got that also. So that being said, looking at the title, you think, okay, Clementine's Awakening. You could think that it means, okay, well, this is when she has the awakening to where she becomes a medium, where she's able to see ghosts. Actually, I think it was more of an awakening I mean, yeah, you could use that. That's metaphorically speaking, but I personally think it was more of an awakening of her as a woman, as an independent woman, getting away from her skeezy mother and her skeezy boyfriends, and getting out on her own. Meeting someone that cares about her and loves her. I mean, yes, essentially this is a ghost story, but there is definitely romance in the air with this book also. And usually, you know what? I don't like the whole romance thing in books, but you know what? I liked Clementine so much that I just wanted this girl to be happy. Okay? And I'm not going to spoil anything about the book. I mean, I highly recommend it. I give this book 4.5 stars out of 5. I took away a half a star because there are a few times in the book, just a couple of little minuscule times that the book kind of drags just a little bit for me. And I had to just put it down and come back to it. But once I did come back to it, I'm like, this is really some excellent writing. Now, I thought this was Jennifer's first book, but it is not, all right? She's got one called, I think it's called Devil Inside Me, and she's got a young adult novel also. But anyway, that is my review. Well, let me get into a little more about what I liked about it. I liked the whole ghost thing. I like the way... there's nothing gory about this. It is definitely a ghost story. In the truest sense of the word, it is a ghost story with a bit of romance. All right? Again, like I said, I usually don't like the romance, but I did this time. Because I just cared about the characters so much. Henry is another character. Henry is such a likable guy. You just want these two to be happy. And do they end up happy? Well, I'm not going to spoil the story for you. Do they get rid of Deadeye Abernathy? I'm not going to spoil the story for you, okay? But anyway, yeah, that's my review of Clementine's Awakening. Hope you guys like watching this. I'm going to post this on Tuesday, which is, of course, tomorrow. It is now Monday, the 8th, I believe, so let's go up on the 9th. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.